The following content is not meant for children. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Shadowrun Hong Kong. And we are right back where we left off here in DeckCon. And there are several things we can do. We need to get into position, but also look around. So let's see. Noodle extruder. A hot noodle dispenser complete with extruder settings for ramen, ramen, and others. This dwarf doesn't have any obvious headwear, but his hands are lined with artfully designed induction pads. He looks up from his place in the noodle line and gives you a nod. Line starts back here. He gestures for the back of the line. Better take your place now if you want to get on this. The food court gets busy around this time of day. I wanted to compliment you on your cyber hands. It's nice work. Thanks, they're custom. He lifts his right hand to the light. The honeycomb structure of the induction pad circuitry glitters under the smooth plastic surface. It's surprisingly hard to find induction pads that aren't hidden under synthetic skin. They are a work of art. Who designed them for you? A guy I know in Neo-Tokyo Way. He works as one of the Renraku's Chiba clinics. I got him to make these things for me. Cost an arm and a leg, or both arms and no legs. If you want to get technical about it, but it's worth it. What's worth ordering from the vending machines? He chuckles. Nothing but getting a bowl of noodle extruder is a DeckCon tradition. You just do it, whether you want to or not. But isn't the show catered? So I haven't bothered with the vending machines. Tradition, like I said, the convention is under new management this year, and they're trying to go all upscale on us, so we're trying to show that we don't need all of that. Give me a cheap bowl of extruded noodles and I'm a happy man. I don't need an underpaid teenager in a clown suit to bring me some clams and call me sir. Makes as much sense as anything else, I guess. Sure it does. At the end of the day, we like what we like. Sometimes that means clams and sometimes it means crappy extruded noodles. For this show and this crowd, it's all about these machines and the doughy ropes they produce. They're terrible, but they're the right kind of terrible. Like synthetic cheese and vat-grown chicken. They're science food, and we love them. I'm going to examine his badge. It's a standard 3-day pass on a lanyard embroidered with the Shiwai's logo. The name of the badge is Grimson. Gotta run. Good talking to you. He turns towards the noodle shredder. Yeah, you too. Oh, noodle extruder. Cool. We have a product display. See what's over here. Convention staffer. As you approach the corner of the convention floor, you find a brightly lit entrance and the sign on the walls pointing the area towards SimSense Parlor decking area. As you draw closer, a convention staffer in a bland uniform steps towards you. Sorry to say, but we're a bit crammed right now. If you hang tight, we should be able to squeeze you in soon. Maybe a half an hour wait. I don't have an half hour. Are you sure you can't slip on by? To make it worth your while. No, we're full up. I don't know what else to say. You need to wait like everyone else. Stay cool, and we'll get you in as soon as possible. Alright, I'm going. Enjoy the show. Yeah, we're supposed to act like a normal person, but not cause a scene. So, product display. Rack of high-capacity stick memory devices. Patent pending. Your comlink crackles to the ear-splitting hiss. Isabel. Okay, I've jacked the admin comp imitative, but I can work with it. Are you in position yet? No, not yet. Add to the waiting position near the VIP entry. Use the kiosk. Remember, perfect persona. Copy that. While you're getting there, I'll start working on getting you the VIP access to locating ROM. Can you hear me? There is no response. If there's any more exploring you'd like to do out here on the show floor, you'd best be doing it now before we use the kiosk. I doubt we'll get an opportunity afterwards. We'll look around a bit before we hit the kiosk. Good to know, good to know. Hey, and I've got this big troll guy here. A pot-bellied troll with 2 days worth of mangy stubble smiles and turns to face you. The chrome in his data jack shimmers wetly in the light, and his cyberdeck is conspicuously absent. Headspace. Hey, what's going on? His badge hangs low on a lanyard. You catch a glimpse of his decking handle. Headspace. Strange to see someone at DeckCon without a cyber deck. He snickers. I can say the same about you. Where's your deck? I don't have one. I'm here to cover the event for the Shadowlands BBS. Really? Hey, that's pretty whiz. Are you interviewing people? Because I can tell you all about the new hotness in decking technology. Well, we appreciate the offer. He taps the temple with his fingernail. I'm talking about what I've got up here. The cranial cyberdeck, the perfect fusion of next level deck and bleeding edge headwear. It's the apex of modern decking technology. Miniaturized, compact, easy to sneak into most sensitive locations. I don't need to lug a great big external deck around with me anymore. It's night and day difference between this and my old Fairlight Excalibur friend, night and day. How are you enjoying the con? It's great. I've gotten to tell a lot of people about my new deck. You know, spreading the word, educating the folks. It feels good to save my fellow deckers from wasting their money on old external decks. I guess you could call me a cranial deck evangelist. Haha. Well, you're doing good work. You've sold me on one already. Validation washes over him like a rejuvenating shower. He gives you a huge thumbs up. Gotta go. See you around. Alright. Cool. Let's see. Triad attendee. Software demo station. Terminal's running a demo of As Technology's new formal agnostic cybernetic something or other. Tired attendee. The man standing at the As Technology demo station looks strangely out of place in Decker convention. He isn't carrying a cyber deck, and you can't see any sign of cyberware on his person. Not even a data jack. He looks up from the kiosk blinking. Did you want to use this? Am I in your way? He seems preoccupied. He shifts his body, and his movements are unnaturally smooth and graceful. As he moves, you can see the kiosk screen is flickering. Apparently, the demo software is glitching out. No, that's right. It looks broken anyway. Oh, yeah, I guess it's not supposed to do that. I wasn't really paying attention. So, if you're not here for the kiosk, there's something you needed? I'm going to examine his badge. Game Edge. You aren't a decker, are you? His demeanor changes. He goes from tired to suspicious. Why do you say that? I don't see any chrome on you, or a cyber deck for that matter. Yeah, I guess that's probably the kind of giveaway, isn't it? You're right, I'm not a decker, but I'm enjoying the show, if you wouldn't mind. No, not at all. Sorry to bother you. No worries, enjoy the show. Neat. A convention goer. Why not talk to a convention goer? Judging by the patches sewn into the bomber jacket itself is from the NAN. Council Island, to be specific, forested chunk of rock in the middle of Lake Washington. It was called Mercer Island until the Native American nations reclaimed it. He does look Amerindian, though. If anything, he looks Chinese in descent, though the mask makes it hard to tell for sure. He turns his face as you approach. His features are almost hidden, but you see that he's sporting a high steel collar and spiky hair. His cheeks are high-boned and hollow. He eyes you nervously. Hey, you want something from me? What's up? Just wanted to get to know the fellow congoers. You from Council Island? Yeah, what gave me away? He makes a point of showing off his jacket. The tribal insignias look strangely out of place there on the DeckCon floor. You from Seattle? Yeah, the Redmond Barons, actually. No dreck, wow, that place is freaking intense, chummer. The Seattle shadow slang sounds incredibly awkward when delivered in Cantonese, but he doesn't seem to notice. Council territory is NAN territory, and you don't look Amerindian. What's your deal? I'm not Amerindian. I do live on the Council Island, though. My dad is a diplomat for Tir Nanog, and we live on the island. Actually, they treat us like kings there. That does sound pretty good, gotta admit. I'm jealous. You should be. My dad is relegated by marriage to a minor member of the community family. That makes us a big deal back in Tir Nanog, and an even bigger deal on Council Island. They love us in our country, and we share a connection with the land and all that bullshit, so I get to do whatever I want. He gives you a conspiratorial wink. It's a pretty great life. Is there anything specific you're here to see? Yeah, I'm here to check out the 57 Fuji Cyberdecks. My 55 Cyber 7 is barely cutting it these days. I want to see what they're coming out with next year, and I've heard they have a demo station. So, tell me, what's your favorite new ESP for incursion operations? I like Blast Hammer personally. Heard of it? It's open source, developed by Southeast Asian decking community. Does a number of blockers on IC. Banhammer? I've never heard of it. He snickers himself. Oh really? It's only the most popular freeware tech ESP in Southeast Asia. He's practically shouting, his face lit up with maniacal glee. Calm down, man. I'm from Seattle, not Southeast Asia. Yeah, well, you better get with it if you want to survive out there. I mean, just saying. Gotta go, sorry. Yeah, see ya. Let's see. Product display, cool. A working model of Fuji's new Cyber 7 Slim, a retooled Cyber 7 with a thinner form factor and aluminum casing. Let's see, a software demo station. The newest iteration of Shadowrun's something or other. Locked door over there. Another product display over here. Passing by these guys who... Presentation underway, please walk around. The display devoted to the third-party cooling system for cyberdecks. Cool. We have an aged decker. This guy over here. Looks like that's everyone. An elderly decker with nickel-plated data jack turns to face you smiling. Ain't this a hell of a thing? Lovely show, lovely show. Lots and lots of shiny new toys. Maester, and you are? He grabs your proffered hand and shakes it vigorously. Call me Turtle. Been going to DeckCon for damn near 20 years now, and it's never looked half as nice as it does now. Yeah, it's a pretty swank for a computer convention. When did they start catering these things? Looks like it's gotten pretty commercial to me. You're not wrong there. He gestures to the Fairlight booth off in the distance. Lots of corporate money flowing into this thing these days. The old decker lowers his voice to a conspiratorial whisper. I've heard that the guy who first organized the show sold out to some big promoter. Home at 6-digit paycheck. Lots of young guys have been bitching and moaning all over Shadowland about it, but not me. I've been around long enough to know the score. Someone offers you that kind of money, you take it. Are you here to see anything in specific? Got my eyes on a couple of things this year. I'm going to check out the Fairlight booth, of course, and Fuchi's doing some interesting things with miniaturization. He shakes his head ruefully. You know, I was just getting started. I would have taken an entire warehouse full of machines to match the computing power of the PDA on your wrist. No, scratch that. Wouldn't have even come close. Technology's come a long way. Sure has. He shakes his head, grinning. Sure has. Anyway, I've taken up plenty of your time already. I'm sure you've got exhibits to see. Unless you want something else. I gotta keep moving, Turtle. Enjoy the show. Bye, then. We'll go around these guys so as not to be yelled at again. Take up this last person. Oh, no, 2 people. Mr. Lin. We'll talk to Mr. Lin. York behind the counter looks up from his sales sheets. He warily recites the sounds of like a well-rehearsed welcome. Welcome to Mr. Lin's Big Time Data Shack. Special show prices for the event today. Please feel free to browse. Sure. Thanks, bye. These deckers look different from many of the others on the show floor. As you approach, you can see the quiet confidence in their postures and the steel in their eyes. Unlike their peers, these are professional Shadowrunners. The most vocal of the 3, female orc with an obvious cyber eye, addresses you. Maybe you could help settle this. My colleagues and I have a difference of opinion on the relative merits of mid-range cyberdecks. Would you agree that the Fauci Virtua X is the best mid-range deck in the class? You always do this, Harridan. You word your questions to lead strangers into giving answers that you prefer. Now, the community consensus is that the Virtua X is just an overpriced rehash of the Cyber 6 in a nicer-looking case. Oh, shut up, Bierce. You're doing the same thing. Besides, everyone knows that Fuchi is going down the tubes. Villiers is pulling assets out of the company and transferring them to his other holdings as fast as he can get away with it. So if Fuchi is collapsing in itself and Fairlight doesn't do mid-range machines, then Allegiance is obviously primed to. Nova Hot, there are Allegiance's #1 superfan, in case you couldn't tell. Never mind the fact that their only current product, the Alpha, is woefully lackluster next to the competition. We've been going around and around at this for hours. So what do you think? I don't do a lot of research about store-bought decks. I prefer to build my own. They stare at you a long moment, pause, finally appears. That's funny. You're DIYer, huh? So you're telling me that you can cobble together a better deck than Fuchi or hell an Allegiance by yourself. I didn't say better, I just said I build my own decks. I don't have a stake in corporate pissing machines. I can respect that, I guess, but if you ever want to be competitive, you're going to have to get past your wholesome home-built cyberdeck phase. Are you guys enjoying the con so far? He shrugs. It's what it always is. Bad food, a lot of antisocial people, and overpriced vendor kiosks. By the end of the weekend, I'm probably going to have measles and or the flu. To be perfectly honest, I don't remember why we all fly out here every year. Beers, we come out here because you start getting excited about the show months in advance every year. You left me 15 voice messages to make sure I remember to book the hotel room. That's because I remember what happened in 52. I do enough sleeping on the streets back home. I do not need to do it when I'm on vacation, too. How many times do I have to apologize for that? I'll let you know when you can stop. Alright, I'm gonna go, you guys. Right, see you around the show floor. Yeah. Alright, now we're ready for Isabel. The perfect persona kiosk flickers to life at your approach. A debug menu pops on screen along with a text prompt in all caps. Maester, enter the following key code into the kiosk. Enter key code. You tap the code in the kiosk's keyboard. A moment later, a series of 5 loud popping sounds rattles off in your comlink's earpiece. Isabel fills your ear crisper and cleaner than it was before. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? Sibilance. Yeah, I hear you. What was that? A command code for the kiosk to connect to your comlink via direct link. This way we can bypass using a comm signal entirely. Clever. I know. As long as you may remain within a couple feet of the kiosk, we shouldn't have any problems. Wander too far outside that range and you're going to get static again. So basically I can't move from this spot. That's what I said, right? Now that we're all linked up, we're going to have... Give me a second and I'll locate Rhombus. The line falls silent. The silence stretches. 10 seconds, 20. Then you hear Isabel explode. What the hell? He already has one? How the hell does Rhombus merit a VIP pass when I don't? Let's see. Let me guess. This is where the plan goes off the rails? She rails into your earpiece, fuming. I'm twice the decker he is, and everybody knows it. What makes him a VIP when I'm not? Calm down, Isabel. At least we know where he is. Maybe he has friends in high places. Takes a moment to calm herself. You can almost feel the heat of her anger radiating through the earpiece. Alright, I know which room he's staying in now. I'll just need a few minutes to get you your VIP upgrade. The line goes dead. Well, my friend, what to do now? Shall we... A series of clicks erupts in your ear, cutting your actor's sentence short. Your PDA begins blinking. You're receiving a video chat request. So the call. It's Isabel blossoms onto the screen along with a pair of towering security guards. The line that is connected to her admin terminal hangs loose in the socket. I'm going to ask you again, what the hell are you doing in here? Take your time and make sure you're telling me the truth. I'll know if you don't. I was looking for the person who ordered this coffee. Wait, you're looking for him in the Matrix? And besides, you don't have any coffee, so try again. She continues to sputter. Well, Alright, Isabel, listen up. Say what I say and you'll be fine. Say okay if you understand. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. I've never been in trouble before. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. The words sound rehearsed, but they're tangled with enough genuine panic to be plausible. I've never been in trouble before. The guard glances counterpart. We don't have time for this. Just kick her out and be done with it. Yeah, you're probably right. I'm gonna let you go with a warning this time. But only this once. Catch you anywhere in this room again, I'm turning you over to the police. Got it? But You're getting out of this easy, Isabel. Just go along with it. Yes, sir. Good call. The line goes quiet and she moves out of the server room. Isabel, you're on your own. What a damn nightmare this is turning out to be. I'm sorry, Maester, but I couldn't get you a VIP access. You got out of there in one piece and without the cops getting drawn into this. That's what's important. You're right. At least I know where we have to go. Rhombus has a room in the VIP section and I can get us there. There's only one problem. Without VIP access, you can't open the door without sounding an alarm. Picture on the PDA flickers worryingly. A moment later, Isabel's image returns to screen. And let you through from this side. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my way down to you and open the door. You just cut out again. I thought you said you fixed our communication issue. I did, but the fix required me jacked into the hotel's computer network, and I'm not there anymore. I'm still using the kiosk to talk to you, but I can't route the message directly anymore. I'll still help, but it won't be perfect. Please stay put. If you lose the kiosk, we're going to start running into some serious communication issues. Got it. Oh, and I may need your help if I run into more people up here, Maester. In case you can't guess, I'm not exactly a social butterfly, and if things go loud, I'll really need your help. I've got your back. Let's do this. And with that being said and done, this looks like a great time for me to take a break. So here's where I'll say thank you all for joining me. I'll see you all next time.